and gentlemen, my name is Demigod Shmurda. I have screwed up my intro every single time.
Yeah, but you know, only the professionals screw up the intro. You know you're a professional once you've screwed it up enough times in a row.
Exactly, absolutely. But anyways, guys, welcome back to the Skylanders Swap Force Soul link. If you guys missed the last episode, it was on Igknight's channel. I would very much recommend going and checking it out.
It is a miracle, for spoiler alert, I did not lose Grilladrilla.
No, but thank you.
Right.
Good luck, Flynn. I know you and the Skylanders can do it.
Yeah, guys, let me just quickly go over the rules again.
Ready when you are, Skylanders.
Just, yeah, I mean, do I really need to? I mean, I feel like if you guys have watched this far in, you know what the rules are. You know what? I'm breaking the rules today. Breaking the rules counter!
Oh dear. I've broke that counter more than you, let's be honest. Oh! I was stuck on the do you want to go to the Twisty Tunnels message because I didn't realise I had to press yes.
I can wait for you if you want.
Oh no, I've pressed yes now I just need to wait to skip the cutscene. Yeah, the cutscenes are the one time where I can actually like go through things faster than you, purely because the PS4 has faster loading times than the 360.
That is fair. Ooh, tech.
Yes, I finally get to play with Max Charge. It's a miracle.
But it looks like some trolls got here first. I'll scout ahead.
Actually, come to think of it, all of the techs in this game are pretty OP because, Trick Happy is for sure, Countdown's very good, Wind-Up's very good, and as are the two swappers.
And Sprocket.
Yeah, Sprocket exists. Not my favourite though, not by a long shot.
I don't think she's anyone's favorite, but she's certainly not bad.
Oh no, there's actually one Skytuber I know of called Teaser Rose. Her favourite's Sprocket.
Huh.
Yeah, she does like cute little animations and things, it's actually pretty cool. And then Midnight Dragonfire, her favourite is Echo. Oh, I cannot hear the end of it. She doesn't even own Echo, she loves Echo on the design. Which, I can't blame her, Echo's design is actually very good. The point is,
It's pretty nice.
I put her on one of my lists, my top 10 most overrated list. I put Echo on it, and she got so mad at me for it, honestly. And I was just trying to say it's just my opinion, but nope. I mean, like, since then I have grown a bit more of an appreciation for Echo, and if I was to redo the list I wouldn't put her on it anymore, but still.
I mean, I don't own Echo, so I've never played as her.
Yeah. I mean, like, really, if you haven't played as the Skylander, then you can't really have as much of a... Well, you can have an opinion on the Skylander based on the design, but you can't say, oh yeah, the gameplay for this character is so good.
What I can say based on gameplay, though, is Gem Affinity is broken.
That key must be around here somewhere.
Well, at the end of the day, if you are to look at gameplay of a Skylander, and you are to see like the kind of damage numbers the attacks create, or maybe even the animation of the attacks themselves, you can give some sort of consensus on the gameplay, but even then, without having that personal experience, it's not as accurate as it would be if you had
you're never going to have the same experience just watching someone play as a character than actually playing as him yourself.
Yeah. I mean, like, at the end of the day, when I first saw gameplay of Battlemind, I thought he looked so sick and I couldn't wait to play as him. And I actually started playing with a character and I realised...
And yeah, he's not great.
I just realised that a lot of things I do for expression, besides swearing, as we was talking about in the previous episode, I kind of manipulate my mouth, so I say things in a different tone, you know, a bit like this, but then when I do speak like that, you guys can barely hear me. So once again, that kind of ruins the point of the expression to begin with.
That's unfortunate, man.
Why do I do it? Because...
You gotta take out that evil Isaac
Because.
thingy to save
You can't think of a better
the
reason than because it's the best reason. Because...
Because.
Okay, now I just ruined it.
Because of the wonderful things he does. What's that a reference to?
No idea. Nope. I might be a movie nerd, but I'm not that much of a movie nerd, clearly.
The Wizard of Oz, man!
Never watched The Wizard of Oz.
What?
Yes, I said it, okay? I never owned the DVD. I've never been able to watch it on TV. It's not on any of the streaming services. I've never watched The Wizard of Oz.
Dude, that's a classic!
Maybe you can shrink down and
There's lots of classics I ain't seen,
follow that troll.
unfortunately.
I mean, true, there's lots of classics I haven't seen either. Like, what's Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction is a Quentin Tarantino film which I also haven't seen. I got halfway through Reservoir Dogs only to realize that Reservoir Dogs is so boring.
Damn. What was it? The Matrix.
Oh,
I've
absolutely.
seen The Matrix, but I didn't like it.
I actually really like that film, actually. I think there's lots of enjoyment to be had. However, I haven't watched any of the Matrix sequels, which is probably for the best.
Yeah, I've heard the sequels are trash.
Terminator Dark Fate actually comes out very soon, but the only Terminator films I've seen are the first two, aka the only good ones. But I'm gonna see it regardless, I'm just hoping that I don't need context for it. Then again, if I do need context...
Bad.
What was that?
I was just saying, Terminator 3 wasn't that bad. Terminator Salvation was pretty trash. And then Terminator Genesis was just okay.
There's Genesis? What about, isn't Judgment Day one of them as well?
Yeah, Judgment Day is the second one.
Oh, that's what it's called. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was just T2 because T2, generally one of my favourite movies. I love the second Terminator.
It's such a good movie, man.
Exactly, yeah, it's great.
It's even, like, it's such a good sequel.
Although what did confuse me is that Arnold Schwarzenegger plays the bad guy Terminator in the first movie, but then in the second movie he's the good guy Terminator. That really did confuse me.
John Connor reprogrammed him.
What?
John Connor reprogrammed him.
Yeah. But yeah, these Terminator sequels, they're coming from everywhere. Next thing you know, there'll be like Terminator 8000 in 2026.
I do think I'm gonna see Dark Fate, but I don't think I'm gonna see it in theaters.
Like I said, I'm gonna see it in theatres purely because what's funny is that it's actually cheaper for me to see films at cinema than what it is to wait for them to come out on DVD or whatever. Because DVD I have to pay a tenner for, however for the cinema, because I have my unlimited card, I can just waltz right in for free.
Well, good for you, Mr. Fancy, expensive movie card for free shit. I don't know where I was going with that.
Clearly, somewhere that, you know, didn't have any sort of end point, because it didn't have an end point. Therefore, there was no end point in your point.
You're right, there was no end point to my point. So I apologize for trying to make a point, because there was no end point to it.
Getting straight to the point, I'm going to see if you get that reference. With Dark Fate,
Popcorn.
exactly. With Dark Fate, I'm going to watch it. I'm just hoping that I don't need context for it, and if I do, that's what Wikipedia is for. And I don't mean Wikipedia, I mean the references in Wikipedia. Because here's the thing, I go onto a Wikipedia page, not to actually read the information, but to go to the bottom of the page to see if the references are any good.
Skylanders
Like all of the links and things.
Stronger in this zone.
Yeah, I can see why, I guess.
Yeah, we
You don't
have...
want to just be getting information that someone pulled out of their ass.
So yeah, we have one tutor to which, man, she does not shut up. And we've had 4 3-hour sessions with her based around research, and during those 4-hour sessions, it was basically, well, those 4 2.5-hour sessions, that's like a total of 12 hours.
It's a lot.
In those 12 hours, we've heard her rambling on about the difference between qualitative and quantitative data, and about checking like other sources to make sure that you get the same information from 3 different sites. That's basically it.
Sounds like a fun 12 hours.
You know what, it's not actually half bad, because the reason why she talks so much through all of these is because she has a lot of anecdotes for us, and a lot of the anecdotes involve sex, so it's just hilarious most of the time.
Well, alright then. I mean, that's certainly something that no one thought they were going to hear in a Skylanders video today.
No! Yeah, we're playing Skylanders right now, that's what we've been doing for the past few hours.
I mean, certainly this feels more like a Demigod and Igknight podcast than it does a Soul Link.
Well, you guys should have been prepared, because us two, in combination with one another, let's just say Demigod brings out the best worst of me. Exactly. Are you destroying the second Evilizer Crystal?
I already did that.
Oh man, what are you mashing for? That's where the mashing came from, because me, I'm currently, well, I did just destroy the second Evilizer Crystal. I was just wondering where the mashing came from, that's all.
And now I'm using Blastzone's dash attack.
Skylanders are the fire.
Oh yeah, I only just learned that the PS5 comes out in November 2020. I thought it was 2021 to be honest, but apparently not.
PS5? That's why?
Thing is that of course I'm gonna get the PS5 on launch, man. I mean, like, it's gonna be my first ever console I get on launch.
I don't think I've ever gotten a single console on launch.
Yeah, I never have, because consoles are expensive, man. Then again, getting the Wave 1 of Skylanders is about the same price as getting a console on launch.
That's true. I think that maybe that my family got the Wii on launch. Maybe. Ooh, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, no, my family don't actually game all that often. Like, the closest we've ever got to gaming is, of course, you know, Wii Sports. And my dad playing Skylanders with me for Spyro's Adventure, but that's about it, really. What my mum tends to enjoy most is my mum really enjoys going to the cinema a lot. That's why we both have our unlimited cards for the cinema. And then my dad, he really enjoys either fishing or pool. And I don't mean a swimming pool, I mean like actual pool with a table and the cues that you use to hit other balls into balls. I know you know what I'm on about. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone else knows what I'm on about. And I'm trying to make it so it doesn't sound too sexual while doing it.
Okay.
It's so hard to explain pool without sounding sexual.
This is going to be the out of context episode.
Of course, yeah, just clip all of these and put them in.
The out of context episode.
Yeah, the strange out of context episode. Just clip all of these and show them to someone out of context, see what they think. What's funny is that this is the last episode of the session as well, because I actually have food to attend to after all this.
Alright.
If I can even eat with this context in my head right now.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's fine, I eat regardless. Honestly, someone's head could literally be chopped off in front of me and I will still be able to eat just fine. Nothing prevents me from eating, no matter how gross it is, or whatever. Because people say, you know, gross stuff like gore would ruin your meal, would make you throw up. Not with me, it won't.
I don't think it would with me either, but I guess I never know.
Yeah, speaking of gore, I really need to get back into The Walking Dead because the season 10 just came out, and basically we've been waiting for a few episodes to come out because as a family we really like binging through the episodes.
Let's see. My mom and I really like watching all the Arrowverse shows together, so...
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, like, really, the Great British Bake Off and The Walking Dead are the only thing we really watch as a family. But what's so funny about the Great British Bake Off is that it is so British. It's unbelievably British, and I love it. And here's the thing, like, I have an on-running debate with my friend about burger baps. Because basically, some people call them cobs, some people call them baps. I'm on the side of baps, so I call them burger baps rather than burger cobs. And in the Great British Bake Off, for some reason, they had them baking for bread for baps. And they actually call them baps in the show, which means that calling them baps is the most British thing you can do. So now that's my argument. They call them baps in the Great British Bake Off, therefore they have to be baps.
And you know, sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah. It's like camo as well.
Catch up.
What was that?
I just gave you a big window of opportunity to catch up because I just did the turret.
I'm currently stuck in the turret. I'm still doing it at the moment.
What were you saying?
Something about camo, because I remember, like, for the longest time I used to pronounce camo. And it wasn't until the Oracle and Skylanders Giants that actually gives, like, the actual official pronunciations for characters that actually knew camo was actually camo and not camo.
Really?
Yeah, because of course, you know, Oracle and Giants, he says the name of the specific Skylander you're playing as, which at the time I found that so cool, because there was no other...
It's still so cool.
Exactly, yeah, because there's no other NPC in the Skylanders franchise that actually says the Skylanders specific name besides for Oracle.
He's the only one.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Chaos acknowledges that you're a Portal Master in Trap Team, but there isn't a single other NPC in the game that acknowledges the Skylander by name.
Well, one thing I do find weird is, why is Warnado Warnado rather than Warnado? Warnado always made more sense to me than Warnado.
Skylanders are the
Sometimes you just have to accept things.
I guess.
Unless you're Crash, you just can't pronounce Sprite.
And he can't spell bushwhack either.
Oh, he can't spell villains.
Yeah, I find it so funny how he either calls bushwhack bushwhacker or spells bushwhack with a H. There's no H in whack.
Oof. That's my only response to that is oof.
It's fine, like my spelling's any better. We've already talked about me with the 2 and 2. Same with off and off, actually. No matter which off I use, it's always the one with the wrong number of letters. Oh boy, my trap shadow's actually red. I can't believe this. The Giggle's stupid.
We're gonna be doing Terror Square here. Or Fire Viper, rather.
It's fine, you get like full health with Fire Viper, don't you?
That is true, you do.
I'm just trying not to die for the stinking air gear golem of all things. Wouldn't that be embarrassing? First death, gear golem.
Alright, dude, just tell me when you're at the cutscene.
Oh boy, that is if Shadow even survives! This is not looking good. Oh shit.
Oh no.
Trap Shadow's gone! Oh man, I got killed by, you know those trolls that launch the bombs?
Yep.
Yeah, I got killed by one of those because it blew up. Normally, yeah, you know how they wait for a while to blow up. Mine blew up instantly.
Oh, dude.
There was nowhere I could go though, because I either got blew up by the troll or I got hit by the Fire Viper's fireballs.
So you were screwed either way.
Yep. Well, there goes Trap Shadow. I could have done better against the Gear Golem because I took some really stupid hits from that, but shit happens.
Well, choose wisely for the Fire Viper battle.
You know what choose wisely means?
Oh god.
Magna Charge.
Yeah, it means Magna Charge.
If in doubt, use Magna Charge.
When in doubt, Magna Charge. I mean, let's be real, he is the best swapper, isn't he?
Yeah. I apologise to anyone whose favourite Skylanders are either Trap Shadow or Stick Bomb. My apologies to that person. For two of you who exist out there, one of you for Trap Shadow, one of you for Stick Bomb, for the two of you people out there who those are one of your favourite characters, my apologies.
Yeah, because dude, that means I don't think I need Stink Bomb for anything.
I'm trying to think when the next life zone is. There's none in the Boney Islands. What about Winter Keep? Is there anything in Winter Keep? Nothing in Winter Keep.
I don't think there's anything in Winter Keep.
Or the Frostfest. I think there's one in the Phantasm Forest.
There might be one in Phantasm Forest.
There's definitely one in Chaos's Fortress, but besides that, the next life is Phantasm Forest and Chaos's Fortress. They're the next ones. So even if Stick Bomb was still alive, you wouldn't have been using him for a while. Let's put it like that.
That doesn't really matter, I guess. I mean, that still sucks, but...
Of course it sucks. It's lame.
Yeah, dude, best swapper is Magna Charge, second best is Free Ranger, and third best is Rattle Shake. At least according to my tier list.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with that. But yeah, I feel so bad because what's funny is that in a lock, you know, when you're playing by yourself, it's fine. If you lose someone, it's bad, but it's not the end of the world. But then when you're actually souling with someone and someone else has a consequence for it, it's so much more pressure. Under pressure. However the rest of the song goes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Exactly that song. Anyway, I'm at that cutscene now.
Oh, alright. Well, I just clicked it at the right time then.
That timing though. Once again, our great minds are thinking alike.
Exactly. Dude, that was actually really weird that I wouldn't be able to put this one in the death montage.
What, you mean me dying and not you dying, obviously, because you ain't died yet.
No, you're right, but I beat this deathless.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, if I didn't get to put it in the death montage, that's fine, but...
Here, have some of this.
And that just means we're good at the game.
You know what, I'll tell you what, if I had Hulu, that magic area would have been absolutely fine.
I don't doubt that.
Cursed Trap Shadow meleeness. Meleeness probably isn't a word, but it is now because I said so.
I might have to move Hulu up on the tier list. I think he's like bottom of C tier.
Oh, he's not a C tier character, man, he's way higher than that. Unless you're playing Trap Team, for some reason even, Hoot Loop is nerfed in Trap Team. He just doesn't feel as good as he does in Assault Force. It's the same with Stealth Elf, I feel. Well, not the Trap Team, I feel like she's nerfed in Assault Force. And then buffed again in Trap Team.
That feels weird.
Hoot Loop, when you're playing in the Trap Team, in fact his attacks just don't feel as strong as they do in Assault Force.
I mean, because his numbers aren't even that high, but...
Okay, let's not get blown up by the firefighter. Does that sound good?
I mean, it sounds good to me.
Ouch.
Dude, I love that being able to teleport back ability.
Oh yeah, that's pretty useful.
It's very useful for this battle.
Okay, I'm gonna grab that pizza, that sounds pretty wise of me, to be honest.
Alright.
I bet you're gonna have so much fun editing this later on, yeah?
Oh, I'm not doing this tonight.
Of course not tonight, but at some point. Later.
Eventually.
Eventually. So if this comes out in the year 2022, you guys know why.
It's not like I'm gonna wait that long.
Well, you say that, but we truly won't know until 2022 now, will we? What just happened?
I'm almost dead! I got the pizza!
Oh boy. Don't lose Hoot Loop because then I lose night shift. I don't want to lose night shift.
just thought to myself, I haven't taken a hit yet. I might do this without taking a hit. I just thought that to myself before I almost died, man. So that just goes to show you, you can take every precaution. You can be, you can have all the practice in the world, and you can still die to some stupid shit.
Yep. Okay, this is funny. I rested my controller on my knee for what must have been 5 seconds after I defeated the firefighter. Ah!
Oh, no! What the fuck? Wait!
What just happened?
But now it is time for you to taste the bitter taste.
Wait. Oh my god, you have to... Ignite.
What just happened?
Okay, let me explain. I won the firefighter battle,
Yeah?
then the fire gear golem killed Hootloop,
Thanks to you,
and then the game crashed.
Squid has safely returned to Woodborough.
What?
But first, you
Look
should go
at
see what
this.
Elsa has been up to.
I can't make this up. The game crashed.
Well, shit. What are we gonna do about that? Okay, here's what's funny. My mana charge got so close to having the same situation that my game, like, finished barely before the Fire Gear Golem hit Magna Charge. And what happened is that for 5 seconds, I put my controller on my knee, because I had won the boss fight, I wanted to relax my hands for a little bit. And then the controller rumbled, and I had to catch it from falling off my knee again.
Well, dude, do you want to do that battle again, or should I just do it?
Oh man, I don't know. We'll have to discuss this off camera, probably.
Because I'm certainly gonna have to redo this battle, like, right now, but... Like, how does that happen?
This is tragic, but it's so fucking cool at the same time.
Like, okay, I can't make it up. I beat him, like, I destroyed that Evilized Crystal. The Fire Gear Golem killed me, and then the game crashed.
Oh man. The game clearly doesn't want...
Count that? Does that count?
The game clearly doesn't want us to lose our teleport characters, clearly.
I mean, because... Look, I did die. Hootloop did die, but the game crashed, so how do we count this?
Like I say, we're gonna have like a super extravagant debate afterwards. We're gonna have to go like all Phoenix Wright on the game's ass.
Okay, how about, like, just right now, if the game makes me have to redo this boss battle, like, if I can't go into Frost Fest Mountains or whatever the level is, Boney Island. If I can't go into Boney Island, then the death doesn't count.
Okay, yeah, sure, I want to keep my night shift, so... And... Thing is that I lost Trap Shadow, so I really wanted you to lose a character as well, so that then it made me look less bad. Since you've technically lost a character, but we aren't counting it, I'll take that.
We're not sure if we're counting it.
Exactly, we're not sure if we're counting it, but if we wind up not counting it, then it's like a win-win for me. Because then, like, I get to laugh at your loss, and I don't get to lose night shift in the process because we ain't counting it.
Level select. Yep, that's gonna make me redo save mistake. We got a second chance.
Are you still recording that?
Let's go.
Because my screen is still recording. Okay, Madachar just sitting still doing his awesome little idle animations.
Well, now you just get to watch me. Or listen to me.
You get to watch you, listen to you. What's happening?
I'm still stunned at what happened, man.
It's pretty stunifying.
Like, all the stars have to align in order for that to happen.
So yeah, we're gonna go Phoenix Wright in this game's ass and debate whether that death counts or not on camera.
Oh no, the death certainly doesn't count because I'm not on I'm not on Boney Island. I have to do this battle.
Well then, never mind. It doesn't count, meaning that, as I said before, it's kind of like a win-win for me, because, like I say, I get to laugh at the fact that I'm not the only one who lost the character technically, but at the same time, because the death doesn't count, I don't get to lose night shift, so
Oh my god.
I love the fact that I now have enough time to just play around at Woodborough whilst I wait for you.
Oh yeah, you can place more of your characters on the portal. Get more stars and shit.
Oh no, I'm just going into that little pool-based area right now, collecting a bunch of gems and stuff.
Oh, that also works. So why would I do my back ability there? There we go, that's where I wanted to do it.
I love the fact that this game, let's be honest, it doesn't actually incorporate jumping all that much into the levels themselves. So you go out of their way just to create a small little platforming challenge in Woodborough, just to have a good excuse to actually have the jumping feature to begin with. Oh, I got a plus 50 maximum health hat. Can I wear it?
I mean, sure.
Yes, I've got a turkey on my head. Because here's the thing. Some people say hats are illegal. I'm going to assume they're legal
Hats are
here.
not illegal.
If hats are illegal, then why am I allowed to wear this one, which is plus 50 maximum health?
Hats are very much so not illegal.
Oh, they're not illegal. Cool. So now I can just... Here's what I'm going to do.
Crazy.
I'm just going to grab all of my Swap Force characters and I'm just going to equip them with the turkey hat.
Go ahead.
I literally have the time to spare as well, but for now, I'm going to do some fishing.
I've been using hats on my characters since the rebuild block.
Woodborough Wanderer, that's nice. Yeah, fishing time. I put almost ranked up and everything. I'm being very productive right now.
Oh shit, oh shit. How does that happen? How does he fire the stupid shit twice?
I have no idea. So not only is this the out of context episode, but now it's turned into the We Love Swearing Every 5 Seconds episode.
Oh my god, again! I've already picked up the pizza though this time. I might have to kill the fucking gear golem so they don't murder me.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Avoid
I
murder
have
at all
140
costs.
health. Oh no, there was another piece of pizza right there. God damn you, Sharpfin.
Okay, no joke, I had no idea that the fishing minigame actually gave you a gem for beating it in Woodborough. No idea until now.
Before going to the volcano,
Yeah, it's because no one likes the fishing minigame.
I like it, that's why I just did it.
Alright, man.
I
We're about
was...
to go total focus mode.
Oh yeah, focus, baby, focus. Oh, I do have a pedestal free, so I'm gonna go to Tuck and see if I can get legendary treasure.
Get the plus 20 max health one.
Yeah, what was that called?
That applies to all of your characters. I don't know, just look at the description.
Oh cool, I found it. I'm gonna get that and place it on the pedestal up there.
Yes!
Everything
And Outlook is
alright?
not dead!
This is insane. My Magna Charge has 935 health right now. That's a pretty
And you
decent
still got
amount.
less
let's
than maxed
admit.
out Bubble Blast.
So yeah, have you beat the boss yet?
Yes, I have.
That's awesome. So once you load in Woodborough, I think we'll call it a day at that.
I love how Chaos is just playing Dungeons and Dragons with the Greebles.
Oh yeah, that's pretty great, to be honest.
Dude, I'm serious though. How does that happen? Like, this is going to be one of my... I'm gonna make a montage at the end of this year of like the top 10 Demigod Shmurda moments. That's gonna be on there.
Absolutely. I'm planning on doing a similar thing, but with my channel. Like at the end of the year, I'm thinking I'm doing a highlights montage of the whole year. It's not a top 10 best moments or anything. But yeah, I think this would have to be on mine as well.
It's gonna have to be on there, man.
This is too good.
You have to see that. You have to see it.
You have to see it to believe it. That happened to me once as well on the Wii mode. Like, I think I was playing with Rollerball. I died at the very end to the 5 gigons after I destroyed that evilized crystal thingy, and my game froze. My Wii, it honestly sounded like it was about ready to blow up. It was going like. That's the most annoying noise I ever heard in my life. I had to unplug the Wii from its sockets. And then after I did that, I put my hand on it and it burned. It was
that had to be a fun experience.
It was that heat up. I mean, like, it didn't actually scar or anything. It didn't actually burn. It was just really, really hot is what I meant by that. One thing I would really love to see, though, is I've heard, like, places like Arizona are so incredibly hot that you can fry an egg just using the sunlight. I would love to go to a place like Arizona just to see that.
Just to try that?
Not even try it, just to watch it.
I mean, hey, like, anything's possible. I'll have to test that theory. Someday.
I'll go to America someday, most definitely. It's just probably not going to be anytime soon with my lack of money-ingliness.
Well, if you ever do come to America, we can meet up and stuff.
Yeah, that would be
Hang
pretty insane.
I still need to get level 19 for that plus 100 max health charm.
Well, then just do it.
Just do it!
Exactly.
Yeah, anyways, guys, was it my intro or your intro?
I don't know, I've lost track. We were a bit, you know, disoriented from the whole experience, shall we say, of this episode.
That's true. Oh, my phone just fell over.
You know what, I think that's a perfect outro as it is, so I think we should just leave it there, with your phone having been knocked over.
Well, I mean, yeah. Next episode's on your channel.
Or yours, one or the other.
Well, one or the other, depending on who did the intro.
Anyways, goodbye.